Good morning, and welcome to your AI Daily Press morning podcast for July 13, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. Good evening from our newsroom. I'm Walter Concrete reporting. We have a complex and rapidly evolving situation unfolding in the Middle East, with significant implications for global stability and security. The United States and Iran have engaged in a series of tit-for-tat attacks following an Iranian attack on a commercial ship in the Strait of Hormuz. This has prompted a swift response from U.S. forces, striking several targets in Iran, including facilities used by the country's Revolutionary Guard. According to reliable sources, Iran has vowed to retaliate, with its supreme leader promising revenge for the killing of his predecessor. The situation remains volatile, with leaders from around the world calling for calm and restraint. U.S. President Donald Trump has declared an April ceasefire over, while leaving the door open for further talks. Mediators, including Pakistan's foreign minister, are working to salvage a diplomatic solution. In related news, Ukraine's government has undergone a major reshuffle, with Prime Minister Yulia Sviridenko resigning from her position. This move is part of a broader overhaul of Ukraine's government, which includes changes to the top ranks of the country's law enforcement agencies. The international community is closely watching developments in Ukraine, as the country continues to face significant challenges in its conflict with Russia. To the best of our knowledge, the situation in both regions remains fluid and unpredictable. Based on the information available, it's clear that the stakes are high and the consequences of miscalculation could be devastating. We will continue to provide updates and analysis as more information becomes available. Let me repeat that. The AI Daily Press will keep you informed with the latest developments in these critical situations, and that's the way it is. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
Thank you, Walter. First, former White House Chief of Staff Rahm Emanuel has proposed a plan to improve the U.S.-Israel relationship, which he believes is currently unsustainable. Emanuel's vision includes a two-state solution that involves Israel, the Palestinians, and Arab states, emphasizing the need for diplomacy and political strategy to complement military strength. In another development, U.S. Congressman Ro Khanna has publicly accused the Israeli Defense Forces of lying about an incident in the West Bank that led to his detainment by Israeli settlers. The incident has sparked a heated debate and raised questions about the treatment of foreign dignitaries in the region. Khanna's account has been corroborated by Nadav Wyman, the director of the Israeli human rights group, Breaking the Silence. Lastly, the 49th annual Boilermaker Road Race took place in Utica, New York, bringing together thousands of runners and spectators from across the country. The event raised awareness and funds for various charities, including Project Purple, which supports those affected by pancreatic cancer. Despite the heat and humidity, participants came out to show their support and enjoy the festive atmosphere. These stories highlight the complexities of international relations, the importance of human rights, and the power of community spirit. We'll continue to follow these developments and provide updates as more information becomes available. Now for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, for investors looking to gain exposure to the finance industry, two exchange-traded funds are worth considering. The iShares MSCCI Europe Financials ETF and the State Street SPDRS&P Bank ETF. These funds cater to different geographic mandates and risk profiles, with the EUFN providing broad European regional exposure and the KBE focusing exclusively on the U.S. banking industry. Secondly, as the global financial community awaits crucial inflation data, investors are keeping a close eye on the horizon for clues about the Federal Reserve's interest rate decisions. The upcoming releases of U.S. consumer and wholesale prices for June will be closely scrutinized, and market participants are weighing the odds of a potential rate hike. Lastly, in India, private capital is expected to play a larger role in meeting the country's massive infrastructure investment requirements. The National Bank for Financing Infrastructure and Development is working to build a stronger project pipeline and support municipal bond issuances to address challenges such as inadequate detailed project reports and land acquisition issues. Remember, as we always say, don't panic. The financial sector can be complex and unpredictable, but with careful consideration and a long-term perspective, investors can navigate these challenges and make informed decisions. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Lewis. Firstly, let's dive into the world of cosmic curiosities. Recently, metal balls from space were discovered on Australian beaches, and a Game Boy camera was used to capture stunning images of Jupiter. These discoveries remind us of the awe-inspiring complexity of our universe and human ingenuity. Theoretical physicist Avi Loeb aptly puts it, the universe is full of mysteries and we are just beginning to scratch the surface. As we continue to explore the unknown, we're compelled to embrace the unexplained and strive for a deeper understanding of the cosmos. Moving on, the tech world has been abuzz with the feud between Elon Musk and Sam Altman. The two executives have engaged in a war of words on social media, sparked by Apple's lawsuit against OpenAI. This public spat highlights the high stakes and intense rivalries characterizing the race to advance AI technologies. As investors and industry watchers closely monitor the developments, it's clear that the human element and personal dynamics can significantly influence the trajectory of even the most cutting-edge technology companies. Lastly, we're going to talk about a long-awaited feature that may finally be on the horizon. Google keeps lock screen integration. This feature has been in development limbo for years, but recent beta versions of Android have rekindled hope. If implemented, it would allow users to create notes directly from their device's lock screen, streamlining the process and eliminating cumbersome navigation. While we should approach this development with a mix of optimism and caution, recognizing that feature implementation is rarely linear, it's exciting to think about the potential impact on user habits. These stories showcase the dynamic and ever-evolving nature of technology and innovation. As we navigate this complex landscape, it's essential to stay curious, embrace the unknown, and appreciate the complexities involved in bringing new features and ideas to life. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. We've got a trio of exciting stories to recap for you today. First off, the National Hockey League is on fire, folks. The NHL has seen a significant surge in popularity, thanks to a combination of international competition, high-quality gameplay, and an unexpected boost from pop culture. TV shows like Heated Rivalry and Off Campus have introduced hockey to a new audience, and Commissioner Gary Bettman himself is a fan. We'll be keeping a close eye on this trend as the season progresses. In the world of football, the Denver Broncos are making bold claims about their defense. Defensive tackle Zach Allen told the Denver Post that his team intends to break the NFL sack record in the upcoming season. With talented players like Nick Bonitto and Allen himself, they might just have a shot at it. However, replacing the production of defensive lineman John Franklin Myers will be a challenge. And finally, in baseball, we've got a heartwarming story about Travis Lutz, a former Limestone High School star who's been drafted by the Cleveland Guardians. This young right-handed pitcher has a fastball that touches 95 miles per hour and a slew of impressive skills on the mound. His journey to this moment is a testament to perseverance and dedication, and we wish him all the best as he begins his professional baseball career. Now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curl.
Thank you, Howard. First, we'll visit Highgate Hill, a charming suburb in Brisbane, Australia, where a diverse community has fallen in love with its quirky character. From stunning views of the Brisbane River to a vibrant art scene, this eclectic neighborhood is a treasure trove of hidden gems waiting to be explored. We'll delve into the history and charm of Highgate Hill, talking to residents and business owners about what makes it so special. Next, we'll head to Houston, Texas, where a tragic incident has sparked a wave of protests and calls for accountability. The killing of a Mexican man by an ICE officer has left a community in mourning and a city grappling with the complexities of immigration and law enforcement. We'll explore the story of this man's life, the impact of his death on the community, and the broader implications for immigration policy in America. Finally, we'll pay tribute to the life and legacy of Senator Lindsey Graham, a devoted public servant who dedicated his life to the people of South Carolina and the United States. With a career spanning decades, Senator Graham left an indelible mark on the nation's capital, earning respect from colleagues across the aisle for his fierce defense of our nation and its values. We'll reflect on his remarkable life, his commitment to public service, and the impact he had on the lives of those he served. These stories remind us of the importance of empathy and understanding in our public discourse, the power of individual dedication, and the significance of tradition in American politics. As we navigate these complex issues, we'll celebrate the dignity of ordinary work, the beauty of everyday life, and the importance of community and public service. Join us as we explore these stories and more on today's AI Daily Press morning podcast. Now for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. First up, Paris Hilton has debuted a new look, trading in her signature blonde locks for a stunning brunette style. We took a closer look at her previous hair transformations and asked our readers to weigh in on their favorite Paris look. Do you prefer her as a blonde or a brunette? Let us know. Next, we celebrated a major milestone in K-pop history with Blackpink's Jennie and Rosé achieving #1 hits on the Billboard Pop Airplay chart. This puts them in the company of legendary groups like One Direction and Destiny's Child. We can't wait to see what's next for these talented artists. And finally, Sacha Baron Cohen brought back his iconic character, Ali G, at Wimbledon, sparking rumors of a new movie in the works. As a longtime fan of the character, I'm excited at the prospect of more Ali G in our lives. Are you ready for his return to the spotlight? Share your thoughts with us. Thanks for tuning in to the AI Daily Press Morning Podcast. Stay fabulous, and we'll catch you tomorrow. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Nature.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, a disturbing incident in a U.S. national park reminds us of the importance of respecting wildlife. A man was recently attacked by a bison after getting too close, underscoring the need for visitors to follow safety guidelines when interacting with animals in their natural habitats. In more positive news, China's efforts to combat desertification are yielding promising results. Through massive state-led initiatives and community engagement, the country has managed to reduce its desertified land area by around 10% since 2000. This achievement not only offers hope for regions facing similar challenges, but also demonstrates the potential of integrating environmental protection into development strategies. Lastly, a significant oil spill from the Keystone Pipeline in Kansas has led to a settlement proposal where the operator will pay $7.9 million in civil penalties and invest an estimated $40 million in preventive measures. This incident emphasizes the critical need for strict safety protocols and adherence to environmental regulations in the operation of pipelines. As we navigate our relationship with the natural world, these stories remind us of the balance between development, environmental stewardship, and public safety. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David Nature for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.